solving problems.
Yeah, well, that's why we're at school.
Just text them when I come in.
Yeah, just tell them when we're ready to come in. That's all. You can sit either one of those chairs.
Nice.
We can get you a chair, or you want to stand.
I'll just take this little corner over here.
All right.
You want a chair? You sure?
I'm good. did a whole lot of sitting in the car, but thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Kick the doorstop.
Yeah, make sure it's...
Inside.
Kick it in. We want the door shut.
There you go.
Let's
go, man.
I'll let him have
I'm
the
Greg.
nice looking mic.
Nice to meet you, Michael.
How you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you, Michael.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the only cool one that gets headphones.
Whatever.
Just because I need to hear it, make sure everyone's not screaming or something.
Sure.
Whatever you need to say to yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm a
I'm
egotist.
the important one, so
It's true.
That's why you got
wear
that.
the big boy headphones. That's the way this works.
The big boy headphones.
I decided to start it earlier this time.
Okay.
You know,
We're already
so we're like
going
ready to
again.
go.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Is Pat gonna be here?
No,
No, he's not gonna
this is
be
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
He's trying to be a little bitch today.
You know why he's not here?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Football game.
Oh, true.
The
I don't
rugby
know.
game. I'm talking about the rugby game.
Oh yeah.
I call it football because I mean,
That's soccer.
Let's look at
That's
it. Let's be
soccer.
That's
Yeah.
it's soccer.
But is
Rugby's
that
rugby.
really soccer? Is it? You know why
I
they
mean,
call
you
it
use your
soccer?
foot.
Because in Spanish, soccer means to kick one with a ball.
I don't
I don't know if I believe that.
I don't
think
know.
that's-
I don't know
I
enough
don't
to
think that's
call.
a thing.
Wait a minute. Hold
I don't
on.
know if to call bullshit on that. But
Yeah.
Check the Wikipedia page in
Oh, then it's okay.
in
If it says it on Wikipedia,
20
then it's
seconds. All right, cool. Now it's official.
true. Soccer.
The quick editing of Wikipedia always makes everything you say.
is there a tilde on the E in that? Soccer.
Yeah, is there any silent letters? I know the Spanish like to do that.
Yes, there is. Ironically enough, there is. Yes.
As I just changed it again.
You
What's
just,
talking about
you're
changing it?
you're kind of stepping on your script, dude. I don't
Is
know.
that I'm stepping on?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Look at his script. Look at this.
Look at this shit.
Explain to them what happened.
So what happened was, I was printing out. I'm trying to write this like movie,
A feature.
Okay.
feature, and I got stuck on Act 3, and I was totally lost and didn't know how to. I knew how I wanted it to end. I just couldn't figure out how to get it there. So I decided to print it out at our school of design, but for some reason the trays weren't like automatically lined up in the appropriate trays. So I printed out on. I don't even know the fucking length of the paper.
It was like
It's like this
14
long. It's
by like
it's like
something.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like the length of my body, like the width of my body, and then you see that this is.
It's
this
like
is
a
the stationary
contract.
windows. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a giant contract. So I had a paper cut like the bottom half of it down. But I left this side down because that way I could take like notes and make.
that was
edits.
my idea.
True.
It was his idea.
Yeah, the width of the paper is perfect.
Again,
but
problem
Yeah.
solved.
So,
Why
Wow,
are you
you
being
got
so
a big
stupid?
head.
Just do it this way.
You have a big edge. You can write notes on it.
yeah, exactly.
It's like you take the part that you didn't use, you cut that off, okay, and you write on that too. What do you write on that?
Something you can put on Wikipedia.
Boom, and it's back to Wikipedia.
Oh my
By the way,
gosh,
this is
there we
sponsored
go.
by
It's a
Wikipedia.
circle.
Apparently,
It's a shekel,
Yeah.
not a triangle.
I
or a
wish I had a
square.
sponsor of
Sure.
Wikipedia because I would just bring it up in everything that I did.
Does that mean I'd have more updates every time I go on Wikipedia?
Oh my God,
Hey, will you give us
I-
money again?
I would update every. I would just
Every
be on
single
like
time.
I would be on Batman's page specifically. I would go to Batman's first. I'm like his other name was Chester Cobblepot, and everyone would be like, "Wait a minute, Chester Cobblepot?
Are you saying?
Like
That
he's
he's
a
a-
brother.
What? What the fuck? What is going on here?" And you're like,
Carlos
Rewriting
Spicy
comic
Luna.
history.
sometimes you just need to spice things up. Ha ha! It's like,
I wish I was Batman.
God, I wish I had Wikipedia access.
Can anybody get that?
Yeah.
What?
I feel like anybody
Can?
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all like moderated. You can't just like.
Put whatever you want.
Well, no,
Yeah.
exactly, but yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It's just a giant, like,
I think I got some
friendly
stuff to do
database.
tonight.
Yeah.
How
So I
many
heard on a
world
TED Talk once.
championships am I going to give my Minnesota Vikings right now?
Well, and that's why they moderate it.
them. Moderate.
So somebody changed Jake Gyllenhaal's to have his birthday as like the 1300s, and then had like wrote a history in for him.
Yeah.
From the 1300s. Yeah, and then somebody was like, "Wait, what?" and he cited it and everything.
Called bullshit.
So, so somebody had to go back through and be like, okay, this is impossible, and here's why.
But then they start reading into it and like,
yeah. I
fuck,
mean,
this might actually be true.
it was
Holy
well
shit.
thought out. Whoever did it was like,
for Tosh, one episode, when he challenged his fans, like the first season of his show, to go on his Wikipedia page and just like say whatever,
Oh.
and like he was from your mom and like things like that.
Tosh just doesn't give a shit.
And he was
That's
like born in the
fantastic.
year of, like boner. Like it was like the weirdest, it was just the weirdest thing.
It's not even a year. Like the moderators are like, what the fuck is going on with this page?
What is wrong
That's
with
not even a
people?
year. What the fuck is that?
the cavemen before they had like a numerical system. They're like, what year is it? I mean,
It's boner.
boner, I guess.
It's boner year.
It looks halfway through a boner.
It's about a half boner going on right now.
Mika,
Semi-chub.
A chubber.
son. Look at son. It look half boner. We need to go.
31st
My
of
mom
chub.
is going to love this podcast.
Hi, mom.
She goes, oh my God, Gregory.
We talked about boners.
Yeah.
And
Every time she was like, the first time I let her listen to one, it's an explicit podcast. We swear sometimes. And every time I drop the F word and she's sitting next to me listening to this, she'd smack my arm.
it's like,
So just be like, oh yeah, this fucking thing, like every single time. So I'm really excited to show this one to her friends. Be like, oh, this one's really good, guys. It's the new one. While she's having lunch with her friends at like the
Right.
pizza shop. Be like,
And
"Did he
she
say
plays this in
boner?"
public?
I don't know if she plays it in public. Like the first time she ever like showed it to her friends, they like always have lunch at this pizza place, and like
That's
every
cute.
single day, like they go to this pizza place.
That sounds like something you would do in a small town, like where there's like 50 people there.
It's not that though. It's just a bunch of like housewives just having pizza and like salads.
Your
and
mom's a
talking.
housewife?
No, she's
Man.
not.
Is this
she's
the
beginning
not
of a porn?
housewife.
Wait a
What?
minute.
the beginning of a porn.
Mom, I am so sorry.
Somebody order the pizza.
Hey, Greg's mom.
Actually, I see her a lot, so I apologize. That's not.
How do you know I'm Greg's mom? Oh, I know a lot more than what you think. What?
Yeah.
I like how you're sporting your superhero Sunday today.
Yeah,
Really
way to go,
appreciate
Seth.
that.
Sorry.
Yeah, what is that? What's on
Yeah,
your,
what
what's on your
shirt?
shirt?
What is that?
It's
No one cares.
It's a clothing company that sponsors my band. So.
Oh, BT Dubs.
Okay.
Is there any way we could get one of those shirts you were mentioning the last time you were here? That
Screaming Whispers.
Screaming Whispers.
The Star Wars
yeah, for sure.
I'm
absolutely.
dying to get one. Of those.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The funny thing was when you were making that young poet design with the Star Wars, I looked at him and was like, you might get sued over this one.
True.
Remember?
So
I was
far,
like,
so
I was
good.
like,
Yeah, so far no problem.
So far, nothing. Now that this
Well,
podcast
and it-
should
and
have said
it's-
it on a podcast, now we're fucked.
It's-
Yeah.
Disney's just gonna like.
Disney's
come
gonna be
up
like,
to you
wait
and
a
be
minute.
like,
I was
sorry
listening to this random
guys.
podcast. Someone's using our stuff.
We already
Call
own all
them.
the half of media, so you
To be
can't
honest-
have one shirt.
To be honest, though, if Disney is listening to this and they're angry with it, I don't care because Disney is listening to this.
Disney, my phone
So-
number is.
who even?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you a business card.
All
me.
publicity is good publicity.
That's right.
No,
The
exactly.
Geekcast is being sued by Disney. Well, I mean, we're on the
Oh
news.
wow, Geekcast.
be
What
like,
is that?
Yeah,
like,
we'll
can
take
you name who was on that podcast, please? I need that publicity too.
Yeah.
No,
So
seriously.
nobody say your actual name. I'll be Chester Cobblepot. Do you borrow your name?
He's like, I can't remember their name.
I'll be Carlos Spicy Wiener. I'll keep that one.
Jeffrey.
Is that from
Band?
Family,
Yeah.
Family
That's
Guy.
from Family Guy?
The
Yeah,
Star Wars.
the Star Wars Family
Where he's
Guy.
like out trying to find Luke, and then he's like, Han, come in, Han. I told you, call me Carlos Spicy Wiener. Carlos Spicy Wiener, come in.
He's like, Han, come in. And he's like, no, that was Stewie. Wow. He's like, I want to be called by my new name. And then he's like, fine, Carlos Spicy Wiener, come in. He's like, oh, what's up, buddy?
Did you say that to Chris?
Yeah, well, Luke, yeah,
Oh.
equivalent
All right,
of Luke.
so my name is Mike Hall Spielman. Crap!
You were good at Mike Hall. Like, that's a legitimate name.
My call.
Like Spiel.
Yeah, so it's
How
like
am I
Mike
gonna
Hawk.
do this?
I gotta
Yeah.
find out what the high school name of Mike Hawk.
Like Mihawk from One Piece.
Mahad Johnson.
Yeah.
You know when they were probably
Welcome back to high school. How many dick names do you know?
Let's start naming them all.
Oh man.
Thanks again, moms, for listening in. All the moms out there.
That's right.
Welcome to the podcast. We're going to start with names of penises.
Johnson.
Well,
Phallus.
so original right there. That was really creative.
Got to start this ball somewhere.
All right. Well, anyway, since we've been 5 minutes into this, welcome to the
Actually,
7th episode.
10
10 minutes?
and a half.
10 and a half. All right. Well.
Right
Wait for it.
now.
Okay. Well, everybody, welcome to the 7th episode of the Geekcast podcast. My name is Greg St. Clair. We
I'm Dan Whitehead.
also have back with us.
Seth Decker.
And Seth's friend today,
Michael Spielman.
Michael Spielman.
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 That's how I remember the spelling.
Yeah, no one can spell it right,
Spielman,
though.
like
I
Spielberg.
don't know that I'll ever have to spell that, so that's good.
I
Well,
before
I
E.
mean, you might have to if we say like with special guests.
True.
So you might have to,
Yeah, they're not getting credit.
unless you put special guest Seth last time because you never once said his last name. the entire
Decker.
episode.
Decker.
We have my
Decker,
good
let me
friend
just finish.
Seth here.
I mean the first time I ever talked to you guys, I didn't use any of my Oh no, that was a different interview. I was on an interview, didn't use any of my band members' names. I was just like, I had my name and then referred to them as the drummer and the bassist and the guitarist. And they were like, "Are we actually even in the band?"
It's literally
No,
Andrew.
you are a
can't
number.
mess it up.
Yeah. They're all Andrew. Like you just had to say it once.
Yeah, exactly. They get the gist. They get the
They
gist.
come to you afterwards and they're like, "We're in the band, right?" You're like, "Shut up!
Yeah.
Well,
You are just a tool that I am using to get ahead. Get back in the cage." He's like, "Ah,
get back in your gimp
sorry,
costume.
sorry, Seth. Don't call me by my real name."
It's like Channing Tatum from This Is the End.
Oh my god! So I'm in the theater
another
watching that
sex
movie,
slave.
and he comes out, and I was like, "Oh my god, Channing Tatum!" And everybody in the theater goes, "Shut up!" Like I was excited about that. Like whatever.
Like, the whole time they like hint at it with Danny McBride's like, "This is Channing Tatum. He's my bitch." It's like, oh my god, it actually happened. He is his bitch.
Speaking of Channing Tatum, the director on Gambit left.
Yeah.
Who is the?
I wonder why.
Who was the director?
Rupert, he did Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Which is very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know why? You know why he left? He was like, "Man, this is gonna be a piece of shit. How the fuck do I make a movie about Gambit of all superheroes? I gotta do Gambit
With Channing Tatum.
Well,
with
I think it
Channing
could be
Tatum,
interesting
not Matthew
because
Bomber."
If you read like a bunch of the comics like Gambit and Deadpool,
Yeah.
they actually have somewhat of like a friendship going on because
True.
Gambit has a pretty much like I was just reading the other day that like the panel was like Deadpool was sent to like kill Gambit, but Gambit's like, "No, I'm gonna pay you 3 times as much because if I fight you, I'm gonna die," and like so they had like that mutual
exactly,
respect. So I mean, Deadpool's obviously gonna do fairly well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, even with Gambit, they can easily have a Deadpool Gambit mashup movie. Which honestly, with Channing Tatum and Ryan Reynolds, that's going to be hilarious.
I think the problem that
So
I have
funny.
is I don't think Channing Tatum can embody the Creole that Gambit is. I thought Matthew Bomber did a perfect job. in
how did
Action
you
Origins.
Creole? Very nice. How'd you feel about the casting of Ben Affleck as Batman, though? When you first heard that, what was your thought?
First topic of To Me, and it's great. I'm actually excited for that.
When you first heard it, were you excited?
I was
Really?
like, heck yeah, because I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, but what about Daredevil?" I'm like, he had no part in that shit movie that he made.
I don't think anybody had a part in that movie.
director.
Everybody just kind of showed up to work and was like, "Eh."
That was like 1999, and it's now like 2013 was when
Okay.
that was announced. I was like, he's done nothing but great things since Daredevil. Hell yeah, he could do it.
Okay. Well, that's good then, because I didn't know if you were feeling was like, oh no, fuck Ben. Ben.
No, I was
Affleck
like,
doing
fuck
this.
yeah, Ben Affleck. Hell yeah, I think he could do it.
All right, cool. That was Dan's first thought.
I was on the fence about it. Yeah.
You were on the negative side of the fence, and then you realized that you were being over dramatic, and then you went to on the.
I'm
fence.
always over dramatic. Do you know me?
Now, if we're
No.
talking about the Flash, fuck you, Ezra Miller,
Yes.
because
All right. Well, hey,
Grant Gustin.
Hey.
No, wait a minute. Off mic, you would be saying the same thing. You're just thinking, oh, maybe he's listening, and I'll be
No,
nice.
it's not even the
No,
fact that he's
dude,
fuck
if he's
him.
listening, Ezra Miller, I love you.
Obviously, I'm
joking, actually.
I'm Greg and I
concerned
hate
with
you.
the fact that Ezra Miller has been cast as Flash, because the only thing I know him from is the Wallflower.
Perks of
Perks
being
of
a
being a
wallflower.
yeah.
But like other than that, like I physically I can't see him as Barry Allen. Now that being said, Grant Gustin, the first time I saw him on Arrow as Barry Allen, I was like, this is Barry Allen. This is the guy they casted. And then Flash, season 1 is, in my opinion, I still say this and I still admit to this, has been better than the entire series of Arrow so far.
Now that's something I can get behind.
Thank you.
Totally agree.
So I mean, yes, I'm genuinely concerned because I don't know him to be a superhero character, but I'm still open-minded about it.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, I think it's just because I'm a big Flash guy. Flash is my comic when I was growing up. So I saw Ezra. I was like, I just don't know if you can do it. And I was like, no, Grant Gustin can do it. And then I got into that weird rage fanboy area where you're blind about everything. You're like, no. It's like, wait a minute. I mean, I think you're right though. I mean, there isn't enough out there. It's like being mad about the guy who's playing Spider-Man now. There's
Yeah,
not
Tom
enough. I haven't
Holland.
seen
Which
him.
I'm
in
honestly
anything.
excited
Right.
for him. Because I think I said this once before. There's like videos of him like practicing
Yeah,
parkour
on his
in
Instagram.
backyard. I'm just
yeah.
like, dude, Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Tom Holland, come on the show, man. We'd love to have you.
I went on his Instagram right after I saw somebody said that he was doing that. I was like, all right, I gotta check this out. And then I looked, I was like, holy shit, this guy wants to be. All right then, all right.
I'm just scared that he's gonna get Biebered. Like legitimately, I think he's. I think I'm not, and I'm not gonna judge his Spider-Man off of Civil War. I want to see his movie, but then after that, I feel like he's so young and he's got to grow into the role.
Right.
And
Well, the only way he's going to be Biebered is if that he just basically turns into a fuckboy.
So there's two ways he
Like
can
that's
go.
that's the honest.
So
that's
Bieber's a fuckboy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
100%.
There's two ways he can go. He can go Bieber, or he can go Daniel Radcliffe. He can be
Right.
a fuckboy, or he can be cool guy extraordinaire.
But even
That's
so,
Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe's like a low key cool guy extraordinaire.
Exactly.
Like he's not like he's obviously overly popular for like Harry Potter, but like since then he's still kind of like low key doing it.
yeah, and he's kept his head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Justin Bieber, I understand where he's coming from. I'm gonna support Justin. I'm gonna defend Justin
Oh
Bieber.
my
right now.
God.
First ever defense I've ever heard of Justin Bieber.
Well, no, because
Not
like
from Kanye
he had
West.
a tough upbringing. You know, his mom really only cared about him being famous.
Yeah.
That's all she ever wanted for him, and he really didn't have a very good mentor to kind of guide him through the life of being a young pop star.
True.
And because of that, he was kind of on his own. Yep. He made his own silly, obviously dumb
Teenager
decisions.
mistakes, yeah.
Teenager mistakes, but like obviously to a cerebral level because he's a celebrity.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yes, he's a total fuckboy, but I understand. I understand where he's coming from to the point where like I don't hate the guy because he's just going through life not knowing what to do.
Right.
So that there's my quick defense on Justin Bieber. Hate me if you must.
That's what he says a lot.
Hate me if you must.
Yeah.
And guess what? We all still hate him
Yes.
a lot.
Yes. Especially when he cried at the VMAs.
God, what, like
Because his defense was, I cried because I missed a few cues, which I didn't really notice that. And the second thing was because he actually got applauded for once in a while, like instead of being booed. So he felt like, oh my God, people actually like me again.
No, they don't.
But it's more or less just, we're glad it's over. We're clapping because it's over.
It's kind of like
thank
E3
God.
where there's like fluffer clappers in the crowd for everyone. Like Nintendo's fluffers are in there like, yeah, this is going to be great. But everyone's like, this is fucking
It's like the
dumb.
people that take your seat when you go to
Yeah.
the bathroom at an award show. They're just there to be like, clap and take
That's
your
who
seat.
was,
You're back?
That's
Oh.
that's who was in the theater at the time. It was just
Yeah.
all those people. Everybody decided to go to the bathroom when he was
Bathroom, right.
performing.
And Kanye West.
They have 300 people on the
Let's take
ready.
a bathroom break.
There was one person there that was listening.
Come on, we're running out of seat fillers. Do we have any backups in here today?
Send the director in there. It'll be fine.
Kanye West was definitely listening to that. You know, he was there like,
Kanye
his
West was
rant.
high as a kite during the video.
Yeah. I don't understand award shows.
Did you see the
It's like,
video?
what are you saying?
Of him, his speech, but with Seinfeld music played behind it. It fits so perfectly. It fits so perfectly. It was fantastic.
So my question is, his new clothing line, is that 100%? Yeah, Kanye's
Did
new
you
clothing
see
line.
what-
100% inspired by Anakin Skywalker in Episode 1, or am I getting the
haven't
wrong
seen it.
vibe
I
there?
don't know if it was like most. I don't know if it was like Mos Def or if it was like Morgan Freeman, or it was some famous black person who basically said his clothing line looks like future slave wear. Like that's what they said.
I feel like
You
both
look
of those
at it,
guys
it
would say
totally
that.
Let's
does.
see, I'm gonna look up some
100% does.
I think it moved.
It's
sounds
all-
like something most definitely.
It's
It's
all
rags,
flat,
man.
It looks like shit.
plain earth tones
Yeah.
and
Okay.
rock
It
tones.
looks terrible.
And it's all like shredded up.
He does wear weird clothing. Oh, here we go. He wears like a lot of like just dirty, like scrappy
To be
looking
honest,
clothes.
though, I would rather wear an outfit like that than like the Lady Gaga meat suit or something. You know, the way
She's kinda
the way
toned that
that
down.
into
Yeah,
fashion
but
can
then
go.
you
Her
can go into a
weirdness
movie
has gone
theater
away
and
a
you
little
got a
bit.
snack.
That's true.
You got a snack going on.
You know
Like,
why? I'll tell you why I think that happened. One, because she got comfortable with herself, and two, because now she's been doing a lot with Tony Bennett, and I think he probably told her from the start, he's like,
up
I'm
a
not
little bit.
taking that shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, you either class up or we're not doing this. He's 80 years old, something years old or whatever, and he's like one of the definitions of
Yeah,
swag and
exactly.
like classiness. So yeah, he's probably like, I'm not playing around with this shit. You come in here with something that's not clothes, trying to pass it on clothes, I'm out.
He looked at her and was like, you want to be the new Madonna? Stop wearing shit like that, though.
Yeah, I'm the
because-
original Madonna. That's what he told
Pretty
me.
much, yeah.
Oh wow!
I don't even
I'm looking
like
at his clothes. This just looks like a few. Wait a minute.
Who said that?
I'm looking at. Oh, she's wearing. Okay, it looked like this black person just didn't have like
Oh, yeah.
genitals, and I like looked closer, and
I
she's
mean,
wearing
she
panties.
has to wear that clothing, so she might not have anything. She might
Right,
be, like,
but
a
it
eunuch.
does it looks like something that would be in the
looks so
Hunger
terrible.
Games in like
Yeah.
District 12 or something.
When you're like working in the factory or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
District 10, wearing Kanye.
like Power playing in the background. It's like, wait, why is Power playing? They're
No,
slaves.
It would be his
the
version of
hell?
Bohemian Rhapsody playing.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
I'll be honest. If he
Mama just killed the man.
I can't listen to that. If that was a real thing that I actually had to listen to, I would kill myself a minute into
Freddie
it.
Mercury turned over his grave the second he started singing.
He
Like,
came back and just laughed at him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm out.
He came
Goodbye.
back as a ghost.
Kanye, I'm going to let you finish, but
I'm gonna let you
I'm
finish
not going to
though.
let you finish. That's horrible.
That he'll never live that down. That whole "I'm gonna let you finish" thing.
Never.
True.
Never.
And no one should, because he's a piece of shit for doing it.
Okay, and then Taylor Swift coming up on stage and reading like, I guess what was probably a BuzzFeed article of Kanye West facts. Like, was that her being snarky or her like extending
Recently?
an olive branch at the VMA? She like comes up and she's
missed
like, Kanye West put out College Dropout. It was the first CD I ever bought with my brother. It won all these awards. Like, she talked like a bunch of good stuff about him, and I don't know if that was her being like, guess who has bigger balls, or like, I legitimately respect you. I don't want to like extend an olive branch.
I don't know.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
See, my thing is that happened in what, 2011, 2012?
True.
That came out 3 years ago. Nobody cares anymore, Taylor Swift. Nobody
Nobody
cares.
gives a shit.
Well, not even about you and your career. Like, just about that.
Right.
We can talk about you and your career
Yeah,
later.
'cause, you know, you're still making music and making a ton of money, while Kanye is, well, the butt of every joke ever made.
But he's still making a ton of music, a ton of money,
damn it, he
still
and
makes
is
money.
married to a porn star. Can we also talk about that? How he's married to a porn star?
And they're working on their second kid, North. Oh no, they have North.
No.
They have
South.
South.
Wait, or they might mix it up and go west or east.
Well, they
West.
asked
West-
her,
West.
That
asked
kid would shoot
Kim.
himself by the time he
God.
realized what his actual name was.
They
Like,
asked Kim, like, what do you think about naming your next kid South? And her response was something to the effect of like, South just doesn't have the same sound as North, and we wouldn't want to do like that, and like all this kind of like stuff that just sounded like a bunch of bullshit, and made her sound even more dumb than she actually probably is. And it's like, you named your child North. That should never be let down. North.
Do you think the name would have been an issue if the last name wasn't West though? Like if it was
it would have been an issue.
Knowles,
but
you know,
it wouldn't-
if Beyonce named her child North Knowles,
Beyonce
you know
has
what I
a
mean?
brain.
And she named her child Blue Ivy.
That's a white
God.
people name. I'm just
This
saying.
is-
Like
you go to West Virginia and you're a teacher and you have roll call on the first day of your job.
Blue
Blue
Ivy.
Ivory Nose.
Blue Ivy Hitchinson.
yeah, that is a white
No,
name.
but I think it would have been. It still would have been a problem because, like, what isn't like Reese Witherspoon? No, it's Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter's name's
Fucking
Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, like it's just like obscure names. Like Northwest, it's an issue because it's the fact that it's a direction. The child's name is direction, and honestly, I wouldn't be. It would have been more sense if it was Southwest because her like life's pretty much gonna go south because of her parents and what her parents are doing to that child.
Well, I feel like celebrities have like a competition that we don't know about, but they're like, who can make up the dumbest name for their children? And it's like they just keep putting money in every time somebody wants. Like, I want in on this. I'll give you $50.
Yeah.
And then like they just have like a pool going, and then
So you're just saying like dorky Illuminati.
yeah. And by like 2025, they're gonna be like, all right, well, whatever money we got, let's see. And they're gonna run through and like Northwest, Blue Ivy, Apple Paltrow,
Then you
or
got that
whatever.
guy at the end. He goes, "I've got a good name. I've got one. I've got the last one. Pish-Dosh." What the fuck?
Well, that looks like the winner. Okay, here we go.
Can I just use an obscure sound as
Did
my
you-
child's name?
Is that the real
Door
name?
creaking open.
To a quick opening Decker. Oh my God!
Wonderful,
works.
wonderful.
Son of
And
a
the winner of the
snake.
$60 Target gift card.
Celebrities shop at Target. I mean, besides Daniel Tosh, like
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
yes, they all do.
Oh my God. That's
Oh
funny.
man.
So did you guys see the new episode of Zoey 101?
I've seen enough on the internet to know what happened.
Were you guys a fan of it growing up?
I didn't have cable TV growing up.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Man.
I'll set this one out.
Man, I watched real Nickelodeon shows when I was a kid.
Which
Still
is
my age.
what?
What do you classify
Hey
that?
Arnold, Doug,
Okay.
Rugrats, Avril, like the good stuff. And when that was when the garbage started to come on Nickelodeon. I was like,
I disagree.
I disagree
Respectfully.
too.
I really hated. I didn't like Zoey 101. Like there was another one. I can't remember its name. That was a live action that they did. That was
Drake
pretty
and
good.
Josh.
It was Drake and Josh, and then the Ned's Declassified
Oh,
School's
yeah,
Forever Guide.
mhm.
Those were the two. I was like, these are freaking good.
Yeah.
But I was like,
forgot about
I
Ned's.
couldn't get into Zoey 101 at all. Like I tried. Like I was like, all right, I see what you're trying to do.
Well, a
but-
majority of like the preteen population was just like preteen boys just like
Oh my God, it's Britney Spears'
yeah,
sister.
being aroused by Jamie Lynn Spears pretty much, and then she got
I was one of
you
those.
were one of them. Okay, well,
She got,
raised your
didn't
hand
that
for
chick get canceled because she got pregnant like 16 or something like that?
Yep,
Right? Then
yes,
what
she
happened?
did.
Yeah, that's why they ended the show
God,
that
that
early.
sucks.
It was only 3-4
3
seasons.
seasons in.
Not
Still angry at Nickelodeon for canceling Ned's Declassified after 3 seasons.
Oh, you mean the length of middle school?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kept going.
They could have went into high school though.
edition. That romance was just budding, dang it. I wanted more.
Between her and
Yeah,
Mosley.
Mostly, yeah.
Mose.
I wanted more. I wanted to see it blossom.
Oh my god.
Marriage.
And Drake and Josh had more to go. I think they could have done more.
Well, I don't know if it's happening, but there's been talks of a new movie in the past like year and a half or
I
so.
would like an adult version.
Netflix, help us out here.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I would like an adult version of that show.
yeah, I want an adult version of Zoey 101. I was just talking about this yesterday.
He does.
Kind of like it's a little kind of the same humor as like what Dan Schneider puts out, somebody like Drake and Josh and like Victorious and all those shows, but like set in the setting of like a How I Met Your Mother type thing, where it's them like going through like real life,
Okay. That'd be kind of
something like that. Because like Zoey 101 was one of those shows to me that like it's one of those like they raised you shows,
Yeah.
like that, like the Drake and Josh that had you classified, like they helped you get
And
through.
your mother.
Huh?
And your mother did.
Oh, of course my mother did.
Mom.
Like
Okay.
mom.
Your mom specifically helped raise me too. Thank you. By the way.
She's
Well,
gonna be like,
it was one of those shows.
you're gonna
like,
get
that-
hit
like
a
to see
lot
that,
in
like,
the
come
arm.
back. Like Girl Meets World.
Oh, yeah.
Like Girl Meets World's back.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Like Boy Meets World was one of those
I was
shows
a
that
big
like
Boy Meets
raised
World
you.
guy.
It
Yes.
helped you understand how life
Yes.
went and how emotions were and all that kind of stuff. Now they're
It
doing
was
Girl Meets
real,
World. And now
And
they're-
it's man, that show's doing really well.
They are.
Trying to keep with the spirit of Boy Meets
They
World.
do, but then there's a few episodes that you could tell were Disney
Yep.
Channel oriented.
Disney
like-
like gets their hands on like we have to
few of
have
them.
one dumb, stupid,
For example,
shitty
the
episode.
one with the Who Killed the Fish.
Yeah.
It was this a
That's
couple weeks
the
ago.
whodunit
That one,
episode.
yeah, it was as part of like a whodunit
Yeah.
thing they did on Disney Channel,
like
and
a
it was clearly like
forced-
some,
yeah.
they sent in like Disney writers to like write it, and then they're like, all right, see you, we'll see you in a couple of weeks for another episode when we have to take control, and then after that they'll be like, let's bring in Sean, and like
Yeah.
all those episodes are really strong when they connect the shows. Those are the ones that strive.
the best one's the one with
Thrive.
Tommy, in my opinion.
They brought
I,
back.
I, didn't even, I
yeah.
didn't even see it. I read
Wow.
an article. It might have been on BuzzFeed or like Up Rocks or something. But I read an article, and like reading the article, I was getting emotional. I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, it
Tommy!"
took. When I'm
Oh my
watching
God.
an episode, I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then he said his name. I was like, "Oh shit, it's Tommy."
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
But
And it was the same actor too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's that?
same
I was just
actor.
gonna say they actually like get the same actors. It's
Yeah.
not like even for these small characters like a Tommy or like a what's that girl name? They called her Monster. It was like the real tall girls. Jennifer, I think, was her name. Anyway, they brought her back and it was the same actress. Like I'm thinking they're
Yeah.
probably just like, they just
they got
recasted her,
Minkus,
just brought whatever.
the guy from like I think he was in the first season. Their English teacher from the first
Mr.
season.
Turner.
Mr. Turner.
Yeah.
brought him back, and it was just like I think that's what's making that show so much.
Right, they're not
better.
trying to tell you like, oh yeah, this is the same person. It's like,
But
no,
it's
this
not.
is the same person that
Exact
played
same
them.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you forget about all the coincidences, the fact that Feeney taught them every single year, but you're bringing back the reality of the characters. Good,
Yeah.
good,
Right.
good job, Boy Meets World. Good job.
But like now they're like almost poking fun at that. Like wasn't it when the Ben Savage will be like, or Corey will say like, yeah, it is kind of weird that we had him for every class. Like they know that
Yeah,
like
they're
they
poking
did
fun
that.
at their,
Yeah,
at their
So-
little loopholes in their own show.
And
like that.
they're pretty much doing the same kind of thing where now Corey is the Mr. Feeney.
Yeah.
Where he's like the teacher and like they had him now the second year and all that kind of stuff. And the classrooms are kind of the same. Like you can kind of tell they just kind of like take the shit out of the desk or like the classrooms, change it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, now we're in math, like, but the story is there and like the
I want
feelings.
I want Fred Savage to come back.
What
He's
was
gonna
he
have
on?
that
I
grinder
remember
show.
him on her.
He's gonna have that grinder
Oh,
show.
that's right,
With,
he's on with,
Rob Lowe.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
that's gonna be any good. Like you get especially Fox. Fox likes to try and force comedies down your neck, and none of them are good. And you're like, but you cancel stuff like the Mindy Project, which actually was there's a lot of funny people that showed up on that show.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know if the grinder is gonna be any good, but I'll watch it because I like Fred Savage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Wonder Years.
His episode was that when they were in college, like it sounds weird. Not saying I want him back, but like his thing was he was a professor,
Yep.
and he was like strongly hitting on Topanga. Like making her like really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like he would come to her room and have a conversation with her, and Corey like punched him in the face in the episodes. That was pretty funny to see Ben Savage punch his older brother.
That's really fun.
So that was interesting. But like I think it'd be interesting to see him come back too. Maybe as like a second chance, I've changed type person. I think it'd be interesting.
My only not complaint because I've a few, but this one is they like, since they're now live in New York and the original show took place in Philadelphia, it's kind of weird that all of them just so happen to be in the New York area. So like Mr. Turner just so happens to be the superintendent in this New York school, or like all of them are like within a distance, a small like Minkus, like who disappeared after like the second season or whatever, and then he just happens to be living in the same like district and has his son who goes to that school. So it's a little setup. But like again, that the feeling in there is there and everything. So
like
it's
the
really
campiness of it, you're like, okay, how is this?
You look past it, and then it's kind of like, okay, I can.
Because
I can
they're
get
trying
behind
to
it.
keep that. Now, I understand. Boy Meets World was for me specifically, was such a big show for me because you're watching this as I'm growing up and I'm learning these things that my mom was always working and my dad was never around, so it was either my grandma or somehow funnily enough TV would teach me, and I'm watching the show and I'm learning values from a show like this where they have these one-off funny moments, but then there's these really legitimately heartfelt moments in the show, and it's fantastic.
Especially in the older seasons.
Yeah, and then they bring that back, and it's so nice that, and I like that it's a girl, because I know that there's got to be a lot of girls out there that are very confused about what they're going to go through.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, and
I think
actually there was going to
show's
be an
help.
older brother to Riley. And then they wrote it out.
They wrote him out
because they felt like she should be the top, oldest, and I think that works better. And so they made a good call on that.
I think it's nice because there's not that many shows nowadays that have that strong female lead that you can look up to, and I think Disney doing that made that a lot better. I mean, Zoey 101, I think they wanted that to be like that.
Yeah.
And then it kind of tanked when she decided to not want to be that role model and do what she did. But I think Disney's found something with Girl Meets World.
Absolutely, because you look at any of the other shows where there's several shows that are female leads, but there is no female lead that's going to get straight to the point better than Girl Meets World.
Well, they said when they started it, they're like, we're not doing it where they all can sing and have this musical talent. We're not doing a typical Disney show.
Yeah.
We're going to do it our way, or like that's it. But my only thing is, what's going to happen? Let's say they go into season 3 and 4, like now they're in high school. Are they going to move it off of Disney Channel to an ABC?
They said that they would. They were talking to them and they said, well, if anything happens, they would love to go to ABC Family, which was like
ABC Family.
Yeah,
Okay.
They were talking about that. I think like a year ago. They said if it gets too far and too mature for Disney, that they would just start talking to ABC Family or Netflix or someone else.
Because
to
it
take
will.
them.
I could tell
it's
just the
definitely
way
going
it's
to.
going.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this doesn't have anymore. Like we were going to like the That's So Ravens and the Even Stevens and like
Sweet Life,
the Phil the Futures. Like they got down to some serious, especially like That's So Ravens. Like they got some serious stuff.
Yeah.
Like remember the episode where she was trying to apply for that fashion job but didn't get it because she was black. Like, they got down to some serious issues.
You know what? To go back to Girl Meets World, the last episode they did explores whether Farkle has autism or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, see that hits home for me because I
That-
have an autistic child.
Yeah.
So that I haven't watched the episode yet. It's on there yet, but
Yeah, they basically like think because he's like has this Farkle-ness or whatever, and he's always crazy and stuff. They're like they start testing him to see if he's a genius and all this stuff, and then they test him to see if he has autism. And I was like, wow, that's something deep for Disney to do.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
But that's
something.
the stuff they need to get back to because it's all these fluff shows, man. You
Dog
like,
with a Blog
yeah, like that,
is
like
a
that
damn
kind of
show.
stuff. Like that stuff's like
And it's like
purely
third
comedy.
season.
Yeah, that's just purely comedy. Like there's subtle life lessons, I guess, in there, but like nothing is as more life lessony as the stuff that we grew up with.
Right.
Which is like preached all the time, 24/7 on social media. Nothing is as good as ever when we were kids, but it's true. It's honestly true.
Because even the cartoons had a serious turn. I mean, you look at Hey Arnold, you look at Doug, and like Hey Arnold, he was basically abandoned by his parents. You don't find anything out about that until the last season, and you deal with him growing up without that.
And he's in 4th grade.
He's in
Yeah.
fourth grade, and it's just an insanely mature show. And Doug the same way, where it's just about growing up, being a teenager. It's just incredible. And Nickelodeon had some really great shows back then, and I like that they're admitting that they have really tanked lately because they're like, yeah, we're gonna bring them back, but I wish they would fix that. Like I get SpongeBob's not going anywhere.
Right.
No,
They're
actually, they're
always-
done. Actually, I'm pretty sure they're done soon.
Oh really?
Really?
I thought I read that somewhere. I thought they're done after this like season or something.
Well, the thing is, I watched the new SpongeBob movie, and it was oddly more mature.
it was good.
Yeah, it was
It
great.
was actually
I was
pretty good.
I just
great.
rented it because I was like, oh, my kids are gonna like this, and then I'm watching, I'm like, holy crap, this is actually really good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was not as like I thought it was gonna be absolutely awful. But then I was like, you know what? It's a SpongeBob movie. You got to see it. I see it with two of my friends, and we're like laughing the entire time.
Yeah, they did a really good job with
The
that
animation
movie.
was really good too.
Yeah,
Like
it was
nice
incredible
looking
what
and
they
stuff.
did with that movie.
and epic rap battles at the end.
Yeah.
Like that was not in there for
that's
kids.
really
I don't care what you tell me. Like that was not in there for kids.
Yeah, that's clearly in there for
Yeah.
like the young adults.
Yeah. And Antonio Banderas was just like, yeah, I'll play a pirate in the
Yeah.
movie.
Why not?
No
How
problem.
much you gonna pay me? 10 million.
It's probably for his kids. I'm sure he's probably
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Because a lot of times you'll see like
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, but like who's Robert Redford, who's in Captain America's
Right.
Winter
Yeah,
Soldier.
for his
He's
grandkids,
like, I'm going
yeah.
to do it for my grandkids so they can see me in a Marvel
Yeah.
movie and
Right.
stuff. So like, I think a lot of times that's what happens.
Yeah, but speaking of Nickelodeon bringing it back, Splat.
Yes.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So for
90s.
those of you
Next
who
stop,
haven't
Double
heard-
Dare.
For those of you who haven't heard yet, Splat is going to be a new time block on the Nickelodeon channel between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., where they strictly play all of the shows that we loved growing up. I'm sure many of you did too, such as the Hey Arnolds, the Rugrats, the Rocket Powers. Kind of what Teen Nick does on the upper channels of like, higher cable. But that time's from like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. This is kind of replacing. We were talking about this a little bit.
Nick at Night. Nick at Night. Yeah.
In a way. I don't know if they're totally getting rid of Nick at Night with all those
Seems that way.
reruns, but like it's pretty much what the time's going to be. So that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Man,
Really exciting.
I will be watching all of that all over again, like All Real Monsters.
Well, I'm sure all
Rugrats.
that will be on there as
Oh,
well.
man,
So
I'm gonna watch all of it. I guess I'm not sleeping anymore now. I read that. I was
Sleep
like,
during the
dang
day.
it.
yeah, sleep during the day. Just not
But-
go to classes at all. Just,
Yeah. It's all right.
I'm sorry. Rugrats is on right now.
Right. Can't really write
Okay.
this paper.
Yeah, I got to see Angelica go through her
Well,
schizophrenic stage.
Even though like Hey Arnold's on Netflix, but I don't think it's even all of the seasons. I think it's like very choosy. It's like season 2 and 4 or
Yeah,
something.
it's like it's not all the seasons. It's like 2.
I don't know why they do that. I guess even like with Roseanne too, it's like the collection. So it's like a collection of like 20 episodes.
That hurt me. I turned that on and I was ready to like just binge some Roseanne, and then it skipped like 3 years. I was like, "What just happened?" And then I looked and saw it was a collection, and I was so sad. I was sad.
Yeah.
I can't
inside.
watch that show anymore because they're gonna be like, you know what's funny? DJ is a rich son of a bitch now from this show. The rest of you are nowhere.
True.
John Goodman's doing pretty good for himself.
That's true. John Goodman's doing a lot of voice stuff, which is pretty
Well,
awesome.
he was in the Gambler.
He's doing
His-
everything.
Yeah, he's
like
a
the
lot.
white Morgan Freeman, where he just kind of pops up everywhere.
he's got that
I
voice.
would
Sam
not
Jackson.
classify him that.
But he
much.
does have
I
that
would.
voice.
I would not put him in that
He does have
character.
that voice though.
I mean, yeah,
I love
he
his
has the
voice.
voice, but I would not classify him as like a Morgan Freeman.
I just mean as far as like he pops up in a lot of things. Like
He's
and
the-
a
he's
lot, maybe
the-
more
things
Sam
too,
Jackson.
yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
Johnny Young Bosch.
hmm
That guy pops up in everything.
Yeah.
Right.
So suck it, every other Power Ranger besides Johnny Young Bosch. He's got to go to like the Power Rangers reunion and be like, I'm the only one here who's doing anything.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you did something after Power Rangers.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
none
me.
of
Just
you?
me?
Just me? I'm the only one here that's famous. I'm like the best known male voice actor of our time. Fuck all of you. Ah! That's what you get for making me second after the black guy.
Jeez.
Whoa, Johnny. That's racist.
Yeah. The black guy's the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
They
Oh
thought-
man,
they
that
thought
show.
those out well.
Have you
Yeah.
have you looked at any of the stuff for that original show? Man, because Billy was gay.
Right.
They persecuted him on that set. Apparently,
Really?
like that's why there will never be a reunion. Is because
Oh, the main character.
yeah,
Like the actor
Blue
was.
Ranger.
Yeah.
He was persecuted, like
Wow.
just called like
The F word and all
yeah,
that.
it's just terrible things. It's like that's horrible. That show was awesome when I was growing. I'd run home from school to watch that.
Yeah.
I was like, that sucks. Like, that's the time that I mean, it was like 90s, early 90s, I guess, maybe for that show.
They just did their
Was it 20 years?
20th or 25th
I think it's
anniversary.
25, yeah.
Well, the movie's coming out soon, right?
They start shooting it in January. I think it's like the Power Rangers movie, but it has like nothing to do with the shows.
Right.
Like they're gonna do like a
Yeah, it's like its own individual
more
thing.
serious
Yeah.
tone, like less campy.
Kind of what the short film was with James
God, that short
Vanderbeek.
film was amazing.
Different, but yes.
Is James Vanderbeek in it, please?
Pretty please.
Yeah.
You know what
But
would be the
I'm
ultimate?
not like you, Dad.
What would be the ultimate fuck you?
Varsity Blue. What?
Johnny Young Bosch is the Red Ranger.
No, I'm a Vanderbeek guy.
They could be like,
Just for that short film.
oh man, that short film was the greatest. Everyone was like, Michael, you gotta watch this. Michael, I was like, I'm a procrastinator. They go, they're gonna take it down. I was like, all right, fine. I guess I gotta freaking watch it now. And I watched. I'm like, I want to watch this again.
Yeah.
Dude, that director, he's done so many like great little short films. I don't know if you've gone back through his like YouTube channel. He did the Punisher
Yeah.
5-minute short.
Oh, Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, Dirty
Yeah.
Laundry. Yeah, he did Dirty Laundry, and then he did a Venom one as well.
Really?
And
That
it was
one was pretty insane.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was shot in like 50s found footage. So it was all like film reels that somebody was going through, and it's Eddie Brock filming himself, like reporting on murders, and then you find out at the end that he's Venom and he like committed the murders.
That'd be really.
Oh,
That's
wow.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
have to
yeah.
look into that.
Like that could be a movie. That I could watch that as a movie. For
I've been
sure.
going on a kick lately because everyone's just like, "Oh, Michael, what would this make as a movie?" It's like Slender Man. I was like, "Oh, I've got you," and I was on a roll. This is my pitch for Slender Man. You guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
All right, found footage. Okay,
Okay.
4 friends learn of a tale of a man with no face appearing randomly in a forest. There are 8 pages within that forest that will tell you about him, and if you find all 8, he will disappear. So all 4 of them split up when they go into the woods, and they try to find these 8 pages. When they find the first pages, it gets colder, and as they move the camera around, and this is the best part, because Slenderman just appears like that all the time. That's why you need 4 people, because it'll add to that suspense. You have them split up, and you have one guy, and you have a timestamp in the corner. Have to have that timestamp. So when they turn and you kind of get the glimpse of him in the back right behind a tree, and it says 10:03:06. And then after that, go, wait, what's going on? And then it flips to another person. It's like, oh, I found another page. And then it turns, same time, and he's there as well. So it kind of builds up. And then, spoiler alert, if you haven't beaten this game, after you find the 8 pages, they turn around, and the 5 Slenderman, because that's how the game ends, are just standing there, and it hard cuts and ends.
Wow. Copyright 920. That way you don't get it stolen.
Yeah.
Did the guy who wrote Slenderman copyright it though? Like
Oh, I don't know.
it was some kind of creepypasta, and then he, as soon as it started taking off,
Oh,
was
yeah,
like, "Oh
he
yeah, I'm copyrighting that.
immediately copyrighted Slenderman.
That's
Like,
mine."
Yeah.
And then there was the weird, freaky people killing other people. Because
Yeah,
of
these little
Slenderman.
girls did it to
What the
another girl or
crap?
something.
Yeah.
That was messed up.
Man,
It's getting warm in here.
I kind of want like a. It is getting warm here. I kind of want like a Slenderman origin story though. That's what I
Yeah,
want.
like find
I
out
want
what
like
came out.
what makes Slenderman Slenderman.
that'd be cool. I'd watch that.
He didn't eat a lot.
I don't know. That takes like all the mystery.
Well,
out
actually,
of
the
it to me.
second
You know what I mean?
game-
The fact that you don't know if he's like an alien or interdimensional being or
the
a
second
ghost.
game
or...
kind of went through it a little bit
Yeah.
as to his origin, but it only gave you little pieces of it. And they were saying that he was making a 3rd game, but it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're ever going to get the full origin of Slenderman, but I just like the mystery behind Slenderman.
Yeah.
I think he's made, I mean, in a genre that has been dying over the years because there hasn't been enough suspenseful games. And then you hit with Slenderman, and then almost immediately after Slenderman, like maybe a year later, you get Five Nights at Freddy's,
True.
Which is crazy.
which is crazy.
You know what
petrifying.
would be a great Slenderman is do like a
Michael Spielman as Slenderman in this summer's biggest action film.
Are you gonna slender up, or are you just gonna,
It's time to slender up. That's my catchphrase. I'm gonna be a cop for the LAPD, and I'm going rogue.
Okay, what if you did like a you know the horror movies that have like shorts? It's like a bunch of shorts, like VHS.
Right.
You know what I mean? What if you did like 6 Slender origin shorts?
That'd be
So then you get to the end, you're like, I have no idea which one's actual.
It's like the
origin.
Joker origins. You
Yeah,
never really know
exactly.
which one's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all at least a little bit true, but
Right.
I
You get
trust-
like
I-
one
I
fact
tr-
from
Yeah.
each.
I trust the Killing Joke one. It's pretty much the only one I trust.
The Killing Joke's origin story.
Animated movie coming.
yeah.
Mark Hamill
I wasn't-
is Joker
I wasn't
too.
that like Dan let
Yeah.
me borrow his and I read the one. I wasn't that big a fan of it. Like I recognize that like it was you got the origins. And
Should we
it's
scold
interesting,
him? Just kidding.
But like it was all right. It wasn't my favorite
Wait,
novel.
hold on.
But
Who's the best Joker?
who's the best Joker? Jesus.
This will be one I
All right,
say.
are we
Mark
doing?
Hamill.
Are we? Yeah, I was gonna say, are we doing actors or voice actors?
All of them.
Well,
Well,
they're
Dan's
all
favorite
actors.
Batman's Kevin Conroy. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the
You think
only
about-
Batman.
would you
Yeah.
think about it this
Why is
way?
there other Batmans?
You think about it this way, and I've gotten this argument before. If it wasn't for Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger's Joker wouldn't have sounded like that. If it wasn't for Kevin Conroy, Christian Bale wouldn't have sounded like that. Because Christian Bale was trying to be just what Kevin Conroy was: gruff and mysterious as Batman, and suave and debonair as Bruce Wayne.
I'm actually a little bit upset. As great as Heath Ledger's Joker was, Mark Hamill could do a live action Joker.
We talked about it last time.
I mean, if you look
Off
at him
air,
on The
though.
Flash,
Yeah.
when he was on The Flash and he was Trickster on The Flash,
it was great.
he was basically being a little bit of Joker. I was like, he could totally.
We
nail
were talking
Joker.
about it last time. We were saying that what if they remember? I don't know if you saw that. There's that theory that Jared Leto's
It's
Joker is
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd.
Yes.
Okay, what if Mark Hamill was the Joker for that?
And you see like
series?
stuff of
They're
them.
not doing that, man.
I'm okay with
How
that.
But they
cool would that be?
could. They
How
couldn't.
could
But the
They
thing
wouldn't.
is
They
that
absolutely
they
100%
have
would
set it
not.
up that it could be Jason.
I
Todd.
would then
Like,
I would
it's-
say, here, take my money. I want
my
to
God,
I
I'm
want
in.
to see this.
Yeah,
I'll pay
yeah.
double to see that.
I would buy out a theater to
Oh
see Mark
my
Hamill
God,
play
yes.
the Joker live action in
If,
it.
Yeah.
if Jared Leto's Joker is Jason Todd, I'm literally just gonna shit my pants in the theaters.
Oh yeah, like
Like
that.
my jaw drop will not change for like a solid month. Like I'll be in my accounting class taking notes, being like, "Oh, you must be really enjoying this material." No, it's currently on my jaw.
DC
So you'd be
just
happy
won.
with it?
DC just won. It's over.
I don't know if I'd be if it depends how they keep doing it. It depends how
he
the
gonna show back
storyline
up,
is.
yeah.
Depends where they go with it. If they go with it and it goes well, then yeah, I'll be into it. But like if they just, oh, this is Jason Todd, by the way. Okay.
I would
so
honestly
what?
be pissed off if he had that much of an origin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that he'd have a literal backstory, I'd be a little pissed off. Leto could also be the best Joker we've seen so far and make up for it.
Right.
Who knows?
I don't know. We never know. And I like the. I mean, if you put all the pieces together like these guys did, and you see it, it seems like he's torturing Batman,
Yeah, it's
and
that's
he's
his job.
he's just really torturing him.
That's what he does.
And it's so awesome because, you know, all the other Jokers that were not animated, you never got to see that torture side,
Right.
where he would mess with his head. Heath Ledger did it a little bit, but it wasn't like, the relationship
it's
that
not
they
what
had.
it's not what the books have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the relationship that they have is so complicated and it's so in depth and it's just like the fascination between one and the other and they're torturing each other. It's like Arkham Knight. Did you beat Arkham Knight?
I'm currently doing the second campaign right now, actually.
Yeah,
The
playing
beginning of
boy.
that game where that exchange between Joker and Batman and then when he locks Joker away and you hear Joker say, "But I need you."
Yeah.
You're just like,
Dan hasn't played it yet.
That's okay. I don't care.
that's why I was like, I gotta save it. I gotta be spoiler less.
Dude, that was really good though. Like that's like 100% true, and that's what they kind of do it in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yep.
Where they,
Yeah, we're gonna do this forever, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and
I
so
love it.
They talk
And
about
then you
that-
cry because like Heath Ledger's dead. You're like,
They can't do it forever. He was. I think the original plan was to have him come back for
Yeah.
Rises,
Yeah.
and then obviously things happened
yeah.
and he passed. But
and Christopher Nolan refused
to recast.
to recast.
You
But-
couldn't. You absolutely could not.
No way.
There would have been an uproar.
the only
yeah.
person I think that could come somewhat close to him, and I know you guys are gonna probably jump on me for it, is Gyllenhaal. And I know that sounds weird, but I think that they have a close resemblance.
Wasn't he in the running to be Joker?
He was in the
I
running
think he was-
Batman.
He was in
He was in the
movie.
Batman.
Yeah, but then when they were casting Joker, didn't
He
he,
came
like
around
come
again?
Yeah, come back.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe,
Try
but they were
again.
close. Like Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal were actually like friends in real life. They
Yeah.
played gay lovers in a movie, so like I feel like he could possibly do it
Yeah.
if it was consisted of scenes of just him like kind of sitting there and in a cell,
Yeah.
you know, like that kind of thing. Not like a whole like give him a whole storyline again, but just kind of like
No,
reference that he's there.
Put him in Arkham. Just put him in Arkham or Blackgate. or
Right, have him
something.
just kind of sitting there, like,
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna do, you know, it's a couple little
his,
lines
his
or something.
back's turned to the wall the entire time. You only see his.
So that way you can use Heath
Ledger.
Ledger's voice technically
True.
for
Right.
Gyllenhaal.
Piece it together.
Yeah. I don't know if Gyllenhaal get the voice right. I think that's why you would have to use. Like,
I'm
Heath
actually
Ledger's
really
voice.
frightened.
Get a voice actor.
Gyllenhaal hasn't been in any DC or Marvel movies yet, and like, what character is he?
Could he play?
Well, not could he play, but what he obviously has a character in mind. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't take
He's
any
waiting,
role
yeah.
not thinking about it.
Kyle
right.
Rayner.
I'm actually a fan of Dylan O'Brien doing Kyle Rayner because Kyle Rayner's a young kid.
Oh yeah, Dylan O'Brien nailed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see Jake as Hal Jordan. Can't
No.
see it.
No, that'd be a waste.
Could he be Captain Marvel? Shazam?
No.
No,
I mean,
'cause
Is he beef like
he's
got
not.
big?
He's not beefy
He's
enough.
He's
Like,
huge. Have you not seen Southpaw?
Yeah.
Dude, he's huge.
Yeah, he's huge in Southpaw.
but he's not. I don't, it's
He's
so hard
monstrous.
because
he
you have to
doesn't.
be
He
bigger.
doesn't look like him though.
Yeah,
No.
no, true.
Like
he does
not
look like
not
him.
even close. Like no similar resemblance at all. Like when The Rock was like there was rumors about him being Shazam. I was like, no,
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
not. Nobody
No
possible.
way.
Then he got cast as Black Adam. I was like, yes.
He chose that.
He can.
And I'm
Oh
gl-
yeah, because
and
they,
I'm
they
He's
glad
like, no,
that
I
I
wanna do Black
respect
Adam.
the crap out of him
ones.
for doing
Yeah.
that because if he would have played Shazam, he would have ruined it. He honestly would
Yeah,
have.
there was like rumors for a long time like he was gonna be Lobo, and I'm like, fuck yeah, he could do Lobo.
He could do Lobo.
He
yeah.
could have done Lobo.
It's the main man, Lobo. I'm like, yes, I just want someone to say that in a movie just once to hear the main man.
Didn't I, in the Justice League, wasn't it? I always forget his name. Ray Romano's like brother and everybody else Raymond did the voice of Lobo.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I was
guy.
like, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah,
but
it was like but he did a good job because he got that voice down. I do like that The Rock is gonna be Black Adam.
yeah, I'm glad
but-
he made a good choice with that.
The Shazam movie is going to
just-
be interesting.
I have no idea though who could play Shazam.
It's a hard role, and I think that's why Shazam's comic has failed over the years. Is I mean, when Shazam first came on, it was the ultimate.
It was
comic
bigger than
for
Superman.
kids. Yeah, because it was the ultimate comic. It's this kid who's constantly bullied and picked on
Right.
because he's nothing. He's alone. He's homeless. He's orphaned, and he gets this ability to show everyone what he can do.
Right.
And it's like every kid who's ever been bullied's dream is to have that ability. And it was
Sure.
like the biggest comic of it was so big when it came out. And then it just kind of faded because they never went anywhere.
like, where can you
with
go
it.
with
yeah,
it?
it's like
Yeah.
See, I'm just scared that they're gonna try to make it relatable, and it's gonna turn into like big,
Heartfelt movie.
No, like big with Tom Hanks, where you're like, oh, he's a kid, but he's not, but he's a kid.
Right, and he's back
You know
and
what I mean?
forth.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I'm scared. Like, I want them to go with like. Not it doesn't have to be true to source material, but I wanted to be a kid when he's a kid, and he needs to be an adult when he's an adult, and I don't need to relate to it because I was a kid who wanted to be a grown up at one point.
the only thing
Yeah,
is
but
it's
you-
already
but
relatable.
You read any of the new stories right now, he's still a kid when he's an adult.
they
He's still that
just-
same
he
mature
acts like a kid when he's an
yeah,
adult.
when
they
he's
just need
Shazam.
to get the torture that he goes through. You know, the bullying and being alone all the time, and
Yeah.
that's the only thing I
Which
think they
DC
really
can
need.
do well.
Oh yeah.
Totally do well.
What
I
if
like
he was?
the
What if
difference
he was the
between them.
first like main cinematic character with Asperger's or autism? Just saying,
That could be
like
really
that
good.
could be amazing.
That'd be really good.
That'd be really nice.
And they're like touching
Well,
it like
there
a
is
great
actually
deal.
a comic book just came out that's actually about
Yeah.
autism, and it's really nice because they focus on the eyes. Because having an autistic child, they don't look you in the eye at all.
Right.
They're constantly looking down, and the big focal point of this comic is about eyes. Like there's a lot of focus on that. I can't remember the name of it now, but like if you purchase a comic, you donate money to Autism Speaks, and it's like
That's really cool.
it's a fantastically well drawn comic. I haven't been able to read it. I have it at my house, but I haven't been able to read it. And it's fantastic. It's just like that's a cool concept,
Yeah.
and you know when you get to these points, like you know there's a Green Lantern that's now gay, and that's fantastic. You know Green Lantern has always been the one that's kind of
Is that the
broken
newest
barrier.
one?
Yeah, the newer one.
Is he black?
He is no, I think he's white.
We're still trying to figure it out. On DC's Instagram, they had like a GIF of like all the Green Lanterns.
Like
So-
toys, action figures.
Toys. So it went from the OG to Hal to John to Guy to Kyle, and then there was this black guy.
Another black
And we
character.
couldn't figure
who
out
was
who it
different
was.
than John Stewart's
different than Jon
action
Stewart.
figure.
I can't remember. I can't remember because I know that they have a Spanish one now too. They have a
Maybe that was
Latino one,
Spanish
too.
then.
Yeah.
Because they have a Latino Green Lantern as well. Because Green Lantern has always been the one that has broken that barrier.
Yeah.
They're always like first black guy, first gay, first this, and it's always been Green Lantern. And I think that's why I'm a DC fan more than I am of Marvel, especially
Same.
with the way their movies go. Like Marvel is taking a very campy way to their movies. Sans Captain America. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Winter Soldier was perfect.
It was the best. It's the best Marvel movie.
God, Civil War, hurry up. But like DC is clearly going to go with that very serious route, which is what they're good at. I mean, you watch Flash and you get a little bit of humor, but there isn't that much, and it's so serious because that's how Barry is, and he's justice incarnate.
Right.
I mean, when spoiler alert, when he died back in the 80s during Crisis on Infinite Earths, Batman grieved. Batman cried at Barry Allen's funeral, saying that this was the greatest man he ever knew. No other superhero in our generation ever has gotten that respect from Batman. Superman doesn't even get that respect from Batman.
Right. He'd rather fight him
Yeah.
a lot of the times.
And it's just like
He's gonna come back to life anyways,
Yeah.
guys. I mean, come on.
the relation.
throw him at the
but
sun.
That's the cool thing about Barry is Barry stayed dead for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he died in 82 and they brought him back in 2006. And it was just, that was the first time a superhero stayed dead. It sucked because I'm a Barry Allen guy. Like, I love Wally, but Barry's better. And
I like Teen Wally.
yeah,
When he's,
T-Wally.
when he's Kid Flash, like Young
Kid Flash,
Justice.
yeah.
Like Kid Flash is
I
great.
like when-
they need to bring that somehow.
I like
in the
when
movies.
Bart takes over as Kid Flash. Like he accidentally travels back in time and he's Kid Flash.
Yeah.
He's such a dick. He's like, "Hey Barry," he's basically like flicking Barry off. Like,
Yeah.
I'm faster than you. I know
Yeah.
more about the Speed Force and I'm half your age. What are you gonna do about it? And Barry's
From
like,
the future. It's not fair.
like Booster Gold just shows up. I know. So am I. Shut up,
So
Booster.
Booster Gold movie,
yeah.
Yes.
That's one
That
of
was
our
on our
talking
list,
points. It's one of
yeah.
our talking points.
like
Nathan Fillion,
Oh, the best casting ever of Booster Gold.
name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please make this happen.
God.
Mike.
And they were
man.
saying that one of these articles were saying that could be the way that they could link the show to the
Yes.
movies is because Booster Gold's son is Rip Hunter, and
Yep.
he's going to be the leader
He's gonna
of
be in
Legends of Tomorrow on
God,
DC's CW. So they could play it where, and especially since Flash is now introducing like parallel universes and very early on, they totally could do it.
Yep, we're gonna see Earth 2 this
If
year.
they don't do it financially, and I mean, obviously they do it like visually and just the storyline, it's gonna be fantastic. Financially, if they don't do that,
It's gonna kill them.
it's gonna kill them. If they do it financially, they're going to make so much money. Because think about it, you're turning in all those people who are just moviegoers
Yep.
to these shows,
Right.
And you're making them.
You're crossing
you have
over.
an,
Yeah, you're
you're,
going
cro-
back and
you're crossing the road. They're gonna watch the shows. They're gonna buy the DVD series. They're gonna buy the apparel.
Yep.
They're
Well,
gonna
yeah.
be paying attention.
Think about
and vice versa.
Think about Ben Affleck's Batman appearing on Arrow. How huge would that be? Just one episode.
I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking
Like
about
how
it.
cool? I know you say it could be, can't be, and all that kind of stuff, and it can be, but just picture him showing up and like just like fucking shit up.
But
Yeah,
that could, but that could
and
be
he's
the
like, I'm
quality.
out.
And him
That could be
being
the
like,
quality
so
push
you're
too.
the-
You know
So
what
the
I
thing,
mean? Like,
and the thing is, for years on the TV shows, the B word has been, and the B and the S word have both been like, can't even say
Taboo.
them,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
because just saying Batman or Superman puts them in the front. But now, thanks to Stephen Amell and thanks to Grant Gustin's amazing roles as Flash and Arrow, it won't be as bad if Batman shows up or Superman shows up because
Right.
they have developed into their own right. I mean, Flash is one of the oldest superheroes. He's an original founder of the Justice League. If they
Yep.
show up there, it's a little different. Arrow should not be able to stand on his own, but thanks to Stephen Amell being a badass, that
Yeah,
show
he
is
really does
just,
carry it. It's almost like you're watching a Batman show at some times. It, it can be obviously
I can
changes.
just see an
but-
episode of like Stephen Amell or Oliver Queen like really struggling with something, like some like greater force is like coming after him, and he's like on a rooftop just like whatever, and then all of a sudden you hear behind him, so I hear you're the guy who took down Ra's al Ghul, and then he turns around, you see Ben Affleck, you're just like, oh my god!
Right, it can literally
I'm gonna
just
flip
be
that.
a 5-minute thing where he's just like, "Here, this is how you solve it,"
Yeah.
and then like Green Arrow like looks down, he looks back, and like Batman's gone.
Yeah,
and you're just
and,
like,
and maybe that's how Oliver starts to become more of like how the Green Arrow starts to become more of a detective in his
True.
role, because he is very similar to Batman.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
a more sarcastic,
he's an
upbeat
ass.
Little
Batman.
lighter.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
asshole. Yeah,
right.
love it.
But that
he's a
Or-
playful asshole.
Or he
do you
could
realize
that.
we come up with such good ideas in here, and like it's almost just like, why can't we be, like write for DC?
Right.
How like where do I sign to get a job
I'll
or
be honest,
whatever?
I'm gonna let Jeff
unemployment
Johns and
line?
Frank Miller do all that for me.
Yeah,
'Cause
Frank
Did you
Miller.
see Frank Miller's coming back making another Dark Knight?
Yep.
Yes,
Making a
I have to
third
read the
Dark
second
Knight.
one.
Everything Jeff Johns, that entire I
guy can't do
I
no
have a
wrong.
majority of the Green Lantern series for the New 52. It is fantastic.
He can't do anything
every
wrong.
every single thing he writes is just great.
Every episode
Everything-
of Arrow that he writes, every episode of Flash that he writes is the best episode.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is.
He
Jeff
just
Johns
knows
is-
the heroes. He just knows.
Well, that's why they put him in charge of it.
Oh yeah,
he-
because
he
he's
just
that
knows what
guy.
they want. Yep, he's great. He's
And
fantastic.
I think DC has really seen a resurgence lately because of them doing that with Jeff Johns. They were like, Jeff, take over, and he's like, well, we gotta reboot this. We gotta get a new generation to get back into these guys.
Right.
And he took not just Batman, Superman, which of course you obviously gotta do that, but he brought back Flash and he brought back Green Lantern and Green Arrow and all these cool heroes. Supergirl's getting her own TV show. I'm scared about that because it's on CBS.
Did you see the
Little-
picture of Red Tornado
Yeah,
yet?
what the hell
yeah,
was
he looks
that?
really
Seen it
good.
yet?
Yes,
All
that's
right,
right.
let me
Looks
pull it
really
up real
good.
quick.
You like him?
You said what did you just say?
I actually like it because he's the villain. I don't care about the costume as much. 'cause
Oh, the
it's kinda
costume
bad.
is like
God.
to me. I feel like they should have made it more look like Iron Man's original suit, like
Yes.
in Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what it should.
Like when he made it in the desert, that's what he should have looked
is
like.
that they're going villain
red.
first before he merges with Red Champion.
But
Yeah, so he's a villain. So he's Dr. Tomorrow's android villain. So this is
Right.
before he's a good guy. Now, I don't know how they're going to explain how he gets to Earth. I think he meets him at Earth 2, and Red Champion beats him and absorbs with him.
That's why, because Greg Berlanti, he's on
Yeah.
Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl.
Yeah.
They're saying if they cross it over, they could do it with Earth 2
Yeah, and
there.
that would be great because then Earth 2 could come into the effect because she has Flash, and Flash has explained all of this to everybody. And then Red Champion just comes to Earth 1 because he's heard about something going on, and he beats Red Tornado, and then they merge, and then Red Tornado is now in his new costume.
this
and
looks like
he's
a
good guy.
Halloween costume.
It
Like, it
basically
literally looks like a
does.
Halloween
it
costume.
looks like they're.
I'm just excited they're
They
bringing out
keep
Red
comparing
Tornado.
it with
Vision.
Apocalypse in
Oh,
X-Men.
God,
They
yeah,
keep
it
putting
looks
those
like-
next to each other.
You know why Apocalypse looks like that is because we've had Thanos since 2008,
Fox sucks.
and Fox is gonna say he looks exactly the same if we do real Apocalypse,
Right.
air quotes. You know what I mean? He looks too similar, so
But
they
did
had
you
to.
have to make him look like the bad guy from the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie?
Well,
Man,
He
does
does
he
look like the bad
so
guy from
similar
Mighty
to that.
He does.
The slime guy.
Yeah.
Now I'll give it. Now the reason why I'm still not completely against that is because of the guy playing
True.
Apocalypse, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he's great.
I watched Most Violent Year. Man, does he just blow you
How
away?
was
in
that?
movie.
Yeah, I want to check that
I
out.
heard it was really, really good.
It is absolutely amazing to watch that movie.
Because, like, that even
yeah.
come out in theaters?
It
Yeah.
did. It was in theaters for very
Short.
limited, but it's so very good.
It's on Netflix,
If you
isn't
want
it?
another,
Is it
no.
really?
A-
It's not.
No, I don't think it
Amazon
is.
Prime?
I think
One
it's
of
on
them.
Prime. I think it's on Prime.
We should watch that tonight.
There's another movie that he was in called
After I watched Psycho.
Inside Llewellyn Davis. Absolutely.
Oh,
amazing.
great movie, yeah.
Yeah, everything
Very,
that
very
he-
under like
Yeah,
the radar kind of, but it's a good
Everything
movie.
that he
A lot
has
of his are
touched.
like that. Ex Machina was like that too.
Yeah.
And he was like super
really
creepy
good.
in that, and he
And
did it well.
I'm in an English class where we're talking about like androids and like
Uh-huh.
all that kind of stuff, what classifies us as humans, all that kind of thing. And the teacher kept saying like, watch Ex Machina, watch Ex Machina.
Yeah.
And they're saying that because it's like you basically see her in robotic form for most of the movie,
Yep.
and then they add the I haven't seen the movie yet, but they add like the skin or whatever, and then you're like, okay, what's the difference?
Then you
Like I
question
can't
it, yeah.
tell. You know what I mean? That was the whole point. It's like when do we stop being able to tell what's the difference is? Like that's the thing with Blade Runner too. I'm reading Do Androids Dream of Electronic Sheep?
Yep.
Yeah.
And by reading, I'm reading the Spark Notes. But I have the
There you
book.
go.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Kind of
Hopefully your
counts.
teacher does not listen to
Yeah.
this podcast.
He
Hey.
is not actually reading the Spark Notes. I'm reading the Spark Notes.
Yeah, I read the first 3 chapters of it, and then I was like, I kind of ran out of time, so I did the Spark Notes. But it's really interesting. It's kind of all over the place, but it's the same kind of thing. It's like when do we stop realizing what the difference is? And it deals with that uncanny valley,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where something looks too realistic. It's the same thing people had the problem with. What's the name of that movie? With Tom
There's a good
Hanks,
TV show
the Christmas
that has
movie.
that.
Yeah.
called- you watch
Pol-
Humans?
Mm-mm.
Humans is
Polar
going
Express.
through that.
Polar Express, thank you.
As well, where basically in the future in Humans,
Mhm.
it's basically these guys are like the iPhones.
Okay.
So these people come home with you and they start working with you, but there are like 6 of them that have become sentient. And so now they're thinking for themselves, they're feeling, they're doing
Right.
all this stuff. And it's just kind of about that. And it calls into question what's the difference between being real and human.
That's a scary thought.
And it's and like Deus Ex, the video game does it as well, except it doesn't do it with AI, it does it with cybernetics. Like
Right.
where does the line get crossed where you're no longer human? And it's a fantastic story. Like it's where sci-fi really is going to pick up right now because we're coming close to that generation where
Yeah.
we're creating these AIs. And I think it creates more fascinating stuff now. Like Blade Runner, very underappreciated in its time, I think. And nowadays, as you see, its popularity has grown. And it's like a 30-year-old movie now, and it's still fantastic.
It's because most people say, oh, well, we're human because we have emotions and all that kind of stuff. Well, they take that test, and there's plenty of examples where humans either don't show a lot of emotion or the androids do show emotion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then so it's like, well, we can't go off of that. Well, what else do we have? Oh, well, reproduction. Well, what's reproduction? Just because we hook up or because we create something new?
Something new, yeah.
Well, then if we create something new, androids can do that too.
When you think
Machines
about it this
building
way,
machines. That's
we now have
reproduction.
3D printers.
Right.
And they could build from there. I mean,
Scary
Looking at each
thought.
other like this is like really
this podcast
intense
just
right
got
now.
really intense.
Yeah.
Greg, are you an android?
Let's take the test.
I don't know. No, but I also read, speaking of like, things happening and society growing, someone was telling me that the other day, like from 10 years from now, they'll have the technology to recreate dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And my first response was, have they not seen Jurassic
Yeah.
Park?
Let's
We
buy them the
know
Blu-ray.
what's going to happen. We have
4 times.
4 times.
10
We know
years from
exactly
now.
what's going to happen right here. It's right here in like 120 pages. Right here.
It's the same thing with the androids and stuff. We look. Here's Terminator. Watch Terminator. Watch Blade Runner. all
okay.
that
Did you
So-
not see Dragon Ball Z, guys?
So,
Fuck
okay.
the Red Ribbon Army.
This tech group made a animatronic AI.
Okay.
So it's very humanoid, and it can.
What's this article in Digital Trend or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. It can access the internet to answer questions.
Okay.
But it's also grown to this point that it's capable of humor. And so this interviewer comes in and he's asking it questions, and it's responding very candidly, and it can read your face to respond emotionally.
Fantastic.
So like, if you are making surprise faces or upset faces, it can respond in kind. And so at the end of the interview, the guy goes, basically asks like what the robot's plans are for robots in the future. And the robot goes, well, after we've enslaved mankind, I'll probably keep you around in a human zoo because I like you and you're my friend. And then it smiles.
Like it made a joke.
It made a joke.
An AI just made a joke and it was
I'm going off the
fantastic.
grid. I'm going off the grid. That's not even funny.
Like,
I don't know if I
freaking
can.
out right now. I don't even know. Can I get out of here?
God,
The
the
door's
door's
closing
and
in.
the guy
Join
looks
us,
over at
Greg.
the programmer
Join
and he's
us.
like, how much of this programming is you and how much of this programming is him? And he's like, it's connected to the internet. I program the initial language. I don't have any control over what it says
that's
after that. And I was just like, what? What?
Oh my god.
You know what that means? Demolition Man is in our future.
True.
Okay, so what does that mean? McDonald's, Burger King get destroyed, and Taco Bell reigns supreme
Okay,
and
Taco
becomes
Bell.
a fast food.
Taco Bell meat is the
Fine
same
dining.
quality as cat food. You just know that? So like every food company, they get their stuff from like a pool of
Yeah.
food as far as like quality goes. So like
Like
McDonald's,
a literal pool. They're just like, I need that this time.
yeah, exactly.
Give me that.
So like McDonald's and like McDonald's is probably like the higher quality because like the most
Did you just
popular.
call McDonald's high quality?
A
I would
fast-
say Wendy's.
a
I would say
fast food-
Wendy's.
Probably
is the high
Wendy's. Yeah, probably
quality.
Wendy's.
Wendy's
maybe
and
like an
Rose.
Arby's, and then maybe like a McDonald's and then Burger King.
Yeah.
But like the pool that Taco Bell's in is literally the exact same quality as like cat food that's sold.
So what you're telling me is that I could go buy cat food and make Taco Bell and be totally happy with it.
And still.
So
like,
what
shit
you're
your brains
saying
out.
is
More or
Taco
less.
Bell is good for me.
Perfect.
If cats can eat it, then so can I.
Yeah, I guess. I know, whatever.
Go
Cats
Taco
and their
Bell.
tiny
I love
livers.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It's like
They
it's
get
like
it.
the guy from Taco Bell goes. He's like, I need my meat, and the guy goes, well, I've got your batch sitting over there. And it's like this big fat guy. And he's like, I haven't done. Oh, he's like sneezes on. It. He's like, we'll take it anyway. Put it in a box.
I
You
thought,
sure you wanna? Did you? I've got a cold right now. I think I got hepatitis too.
I thought you were
bleed
gonna say that
everywhere.
they use cats, and then I was just like,
Again, still,
ew,
I guess
gross.
still okay.
No, I'm
with
not, I'm
it.
not talking about the Chinese restaurant down the street.
I'm just
Ah.
saying, high in protein.
Cats are.
I mean, I can't
They
say.
got to be good for something.
I mean, yeah, exactly, right? Instead of laying
I'm not a
around
cat
looking at me
person.
all
I know
day.
Seth is.
Me either.
I see his Instagram. I know.
Anti-cat people unite. Right here.
Just
Love
I
my
hate
cat.
cats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, great picture you sent Dan for his birthday.
Oh yeah, I had to show like not everybody, but like anybody that would know who you were. I was just like, look what Seth sent me. Look what Seth sent me. I was okay. Let me tell you where I was. I was sitting at the Greenspring campus. I don't know if you've ever been over there, the older campus.
Okay.
And it's like nice, calm, And I'm sitting out in the quad, or not the quad, but like the courtyard, whatever. And I'm like, oh, Seth texted me. It's probably my birthday because I have it set as iMessage, so I don't see it until like I unlock
Right.
it. So I opened it up, and I can't remember what you said, like something like "Happy birthday, hot stuff," something to that effect. And then you're just naked on his bed, like
Okay,
butt up. And I was just like,
it was a classy nude. It was an over the shoulder butt shot
Right.
of me laying on my bed.
I'm guessing like you just got out of the shower and like, oh, I shouldn't wish him happy birthday. Like this would be funny.
So I'm like, and literally, I'm like, I'm texting, hey, happy birthday, and I was like, oh wait, I'm naked. There you go.
I was
Yeah, I
introduced
was
to
cracking
Snapchat
up.
like a few months ago, and then
Uh-huh.
I signed up with this guy. That was a mistake.
And-
Third ever picture I get from him is his penis. I'm like,
The third.
all right. guess I'm now part of the Snapchat
Yeah.
because I have now seen another man's penis.
Was that my initiation?
I'm
Am I
one with
in
you
now?
now.
Oh man.
I got my wife into it. My wife is older than me. She's like 36, and she's like, how the hell do I use this? I'm like, you take a picture and then you send it. She goes, what happens to the picture when it's deleted? I was like, you just answered your own question. It's deleted.
You just solved it.
So can I see it again? No, it's gone. It's,
Unless you hit a replay, you get one replay a day or something like that.
you get one
Or you can
replay.
pay for more.
Yeah, you can pay for more replays, which you want.
I wouldn't do that.
They're on
Or just
Snapchat.
screenshot it
We
and then
want
accept
you
the
to
punishment.
pay for your pictures.
I like how you can send money through Snapchat as well.
Just like
That's-
Microsoft, we're going to make you
You can do that
pay
for
to
Facebook now,
use
too.
your stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
Apple.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah, because like if you go on like Facebook messaging, I think it's on your phone too.
Yeah.
But, like under like the sections where it's like the emojis and like ABC and like send pictures. There's a dollar sign and you can send money through people on Facebook, which is pretty interesting.
I'm going to send money to myself.
Hey.
Zuckerberg.
I just made
What do
$5.
What do we think of next?
Well, I'll tell you what they're thinking of next. The dislike button. Finally.
Ah,
They're
yes.
finally coming out with the dislike button. There are plenty of people that deserve a dislike on
Not
their Facebook
posting
page.
anything on my page ever again.
Yeah.
Just think about the fallout on people's self-esteem, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
like
those poor kids.
okay, I
Who are
have
like high school who have a Facebook like.
I probably have 1,000 plus friends on Facebook.
Aren't you cool?
Oh, my God. I know 1,000 people.
Of those people, if I
Dislike.
Douche.
If I post a picture,
a douche button.
Douche button.
Douche.
That's next, dude.
In New Girl, the one character Schmidt has instead of like
douche jar.
Instead of like a swear jar, it's like a douche jar. So instead of that, that's what the dollar signs for.
Yeah.
Is that whenever you make a douche comment, you automatically have to
The
send money
best
to
thing.
the Facebook douche
Yeah.
jar, and it goes to charity.
It goes to charity, so it's okay.
Has anybody seen my driving moccasins? Jar.
There you go. There you go.
Love that show.
There you go, Zuckerberg. I'm
God,
on
that was
season
fun.
3 right now. Just finished season 2.
Yeah,
It's
so
great.
good.
All right,
anyways. So if I post a picture of something, I'll get, we'll say 40 likes out of
Okay.
1,000 people.
Yeah.
Right.
So
asshole.
my question is, would those 1,000 people dislike my photo? You know what I mean? Like,
Right, because they don't like it, so then
Yeah.
therefore they
I'm gonna
dislike
be,
it.
I think I would be that guy. I'd be like the cool guy. I'd be like, I'm gonna dislike this because I can.
or is that going to be the new like?
I
You know
think
what I
it's
mean?
going to be like a neutral thing. So, like, you either like it, neutral, or dislike it. So, like, you can go on there and people are ranting about what they think they know about politics and all that stuff, and that's, of course, a whole nother conversation. And then if you disagree with it, you could hit a dislike. But then, like, not doing anything, I just feel like you're just like, whatever.
So
like,
here's what it
it's
should
no
be.
big
It
deal
should
to me.
be like, dislike, comment, share. I don't give a shit.
Douche
And
button.
it's just douche button. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a picture of a turd, and the next there's a picture of a douche. And me, I would just be like, I don't give a shit.
This sounds like a South Park episode.
just
That's
don't-
like a episode.
Yeah,
If you guys are listening,
I'm sorry, I thought smirk.
I've got something to say.
Is the Charlie Brown teacher now in the studio right now? That movie looks interesting.
Charlie
New
Brown.
animated movie they're coming out with. Charlie
Yeah.
Brown.
frightens
know,
me.
It's like 3-dimensional or
You know
something.
what was
Yeah.
Talk about Uncanny
good?
Valley. I don't care about the animatronic Disney robots. They don't freak me out. Charlie Brown animation.
It's like,
this
is too real, man.
Well,
This is
I just
too
can't
real.
take it.
I can't do his large, big head go into a football.
How much of that is brain? I need to know. Can you like telepathically control
Snoopy
me?
looks too real, man.
Oh God, Snoopy's flying around like Red Bear. Ah!
The fact that he keeps falling for Lucy's football trick, it's
Oh,
got to be a
God.
pretty small.
Right.
I mean, it's the peanut-sized brain.
Well, they made a reference to that with Family Guy, where Peter's just like, "You're gonna let him kick that ball, aren't you? You're gonna hold
he
it." there."
hits her. He
He's like,
hits her.
"Yeah." He's like punches her.
It's like Roadhouse face.
Yeah, he's like Roadhouse.
Well, isn't it also the one where it's like, you want Snoopy? Oh no, you want Snoopy? What's that? Well, he's dead. I know what the stuff was, man. I didn't know. Like a Charlie Brown reunion or something like that.
Yeah.
Where he brings like his hooker wife or something like that.
I think it's a different episode, but yeah, they have
Yeah.
made multiple Charlie
Yeah.
Brown references.
I've been oddly watching a lot of American Dad lately.
American Dad's
There's nothing
great.
wrong with that.
It's my favorite of the Seth MacFarlane's whatever he
Universe.
does.
Especially if you watch like Cleveland Show. Cleveland Show is definitely the worst.
Cleveland
out
Show
of-
Oh,
was
they know
made
it.
for like white boys. I can guarantee you, there's like no black people
Yeah.
watching that show because they're just like you just don't
Yeah.
get it.
You don't-
Seth
Like,
MacFarlane, you are
Moments.
white.
Like,
Imagine
you
it was
know
on
it's a white guy
BET.
creating
Oh,
the
yeah.
show and writing the show.
Like it has moments, but it's just awful.
Well, when they were explaining the show, we were watching something behind. It was like inside the actor studio.
Yeah.
And Mike Henry, who does the voice of Cleveland, basically was just like, "Yeah, I approached him one day, and it's like, wouldn't it be funny if it was like Brady Bunch with Cleveland, like in his family?" And they're like, "Yeah, all right, let's do it." And like
Seth
they
MacFarlane's
just kind of
like,
went
fuck
with it.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
More money? Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big fan of Seth MacFarlane. Think of him what you want, like whether he's too racist or too whatever. I think you can't deny he's talented, right?
True.
The
Very.
voices, and he's drawing it, come
Yeah.
up with this concept. I kind of like strive to be like someone like him, where I can be like, I can successfully say I made this, and
I
I'm
think
proud
the
of
reason
this.
why I like Seth MacFarlane so much, he just doesn't give a shit what people
No.
think about
He
him.
loves to push the line.
He's just like
He
Troy Baker and Matt.
loves to
He's
do
just
it.
like Troy Baker and Matt Stone. They do not give a shit what you think about them.
He's like
They're gonna continue doing
comedic
it.
cartoon
Yes.
Alfred Hitchcock, where he kind of pushes the barrier. Like he was the first person to have a toilet on screen, which you'll see in the movie Psycho tonight.
Yes, I will.
He's going to
You
see
never
it
watched
at,
Psycho?
I've
on
never
the
seen
big
it
screen.
before, and it's
Oh.
playing at the IMAX, the AMC down the road. I'm really
You're
excited to see
gonna
it.
enjoy that,
I
yeah.
have it on DVD, so I started like the American Film Institute's like greatest 100 films, whatever, before the turn of the century. So nothing's past. Like,
Mine's after the turn
yeah,
of the century
he's
that
like,
I do.
Okay.
he's like
There's-
It's like
most
Lord of the
popular
Rings
one.
on it. It's the
And
only
Psycho's
difference.
on it, so I got Psycho on DVD, but I have yet to watch it because I was watching other things,
Let's
things get in the
see.
way. So I own it, but I still have yet to watch it. But the fact that it's playing on the big screen, I'm like,
Oh,
if
hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna
And
see,
it's
if I'm gonna
totally
see
worth
Psycho on the
seeing
big
that way.
screen, I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna see Psycho on the big screen. Like,
True.
And the I Am Giant comes out back to IMAX
The
on
special edition version
Saturday,
of that?
'cause
Yep,
it's
Saturday.
the anniversary.
Yep.
It's hard,
I am
man.
Groot.
It's
I
hard.
mean,
Superman.
Vin Diesel, we need you to be Groot. I am Groot. Vin
Animated-
Diesel, we need you to be Iron
animated
Giant.
short right
I am
now.
Iron
Write
Giant.
it down. That's got to be in something.
What?
I am Groot for Iron Giant. And he's like, oh, let's go, take some bad guys. Oh, wait, that's Triple X. Oh, no, wait, that's Fast and Furious. Oh, no, wait.
Wait, so basically just a confused Vin Diesel.
It's just Vin Diesel on a normal day.
He's like, this time it isn't all about
Vin Diesel
being
walks
fast.
into like the studio to like voice record stuff, and he's just hammer drunk, just like absolutely plastered. Like obviously, if it's Vin Diesel, he's like drinking like 3 bottles of absinthe and just has like a handle smeared off like on hand. So he's like totally gone.
Yeah,
so he's coming to the studio to like re-record some stuff for like Iron Giant, maybe like touch some stuff up. And he's like, all right, what world is this? I am Groot. No, Vin. No, Vin.
Vin, we need you to
I
be
ain't got
Iron
friends.
Giant.
I got family. No, okay, we're
Vin,
not doing the
what
Fast
are
and the
you
Furious
doing?
thing.
No, Vin, I need you to do Iron Giant.
Literally, all you have to say is, I am Superman. Okay? Superman.
I've never played Superman ever though.
I played a tree. I played a guy who's a criminal, but he used to race cars.
Vin, that's Triple X and Fast and Furious. I need you to stop being a dick.
I
and
witch
do Iron-
hunted once.
I was what's the other one he does? Like
Vin Diesel, this is not
the
Riddick.
future one. Yeah, that's
Riddick,
one thing I was-
yeah.
Stop saying shit like that.
Take your stupid goggles off. You look ridiculous.
Vin,
Play your other movie. When I had
Whoa.
you to myself.
Vin, put your pants back on, Vin. Keep your shirt off, pants back on.
we have a half nude deal here. Okay.
Yeah.
We want the top half though.
Well, I'll show you guys something.
No, we're impressed.
You want to see the little Vinny?
This is my cousin Vin right here. I'll beat you to it.
Diesel. What the hell kind
This is
of
my
last
cousin
name
Vinny
is
and his
Diesel?
2 Utes.
North Diesel. There we go. Celebrity name. Best one. North Diesel.
Or, well, I mean, Tom Cruise, the same thing. It's like, yeah, it was my middle name. And it's like, Cruise was your middle name? It's like, is that where you were conceived? Is that
know
why
what
your
that
parents
means?
like, I want to remember this forever. Let's name him Cruise.
He's Mexican.
He's Mexican.
Cruz.
Hey,
It was
Cruz.
spelled C-R-U-Z.
Cruz.
Ted Cruz Eduardo Salazar. That's his real name.
Tom Cruise.
It's like Tom Cruise.
Ted.
Like,
What if, like, Ted
and he's like, I'm going to go by Tom Cruise.
What if it
from
was
now on."
like Theodore Oscar Montoya Cruz? It's his full name. It's like T-O. Tom Cruise. That's my name.
Tom Cruise, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm 5'7". What difference does it make? Just get an apple box. I'll stand on it.
Just fucking put the camera lower than me.
Who cares? The truth is in my
Kitty
face.
Holmes, squat down.
Get your ass down here.
Just like squat a little bit. God.
Bend your knees. Just a little
I want to
bit.
be the biggest actor known to man.
Hey, look at my eyes. Not my one tooth that's in the middle of my face, okay? Look at my eyes.
Tom, but that one tooth is fantastic. No, look there.
Yeah. That's the
where all
only
the
thing we like
Scientology
about you,
goes.
Tom. is the tooth in the middle. It's so interesting to look at.
It's so symmetrical.
No, after the Outsiders, I'm going to get my teeth fixed. God, it's ridiculous.
Speaking of awesome people named Tom,
Okay,
Tom Hardy.
what about him?
He's beautiful.
He's fucking Max.
He's awesome.
He's
Did you
Max
see his old MySpace
Rocktansky.
pictures?
Yeah.
And he's like 100% unapologetic about it. He's just like, what? Everybody had a MySpace.
Everybody tried the filters on the Mac. Okay, I don't even want to hear it. Like, you get a Mac and you're like, whoa. Photo booth, and you can do all these cool things on here.
Everything.
And then you like do
Everything.
the girls that do the poses, and there's like 600 of them, just like this, but like one's black and white, one's red, one's green.
One's on a roller coaster. One's
Yeah.
in Paris.
Yeah, it's like why?
One
What is
looks
the
like
point of
on
this?
some
Comic
music
book
video,
character.
Take on Me.
Yeah, not only did you have to take them, but then you had to post those stupid shit to Facebook. Like, why do we care? Where's the douche button?
Excuse me, I posted mine to Friendster.
Friendster.
You're welcome.
Friendster, Jesus Christ.
Do you guys
Friendster,
want to be
thank
friends
you.
on Google
You know what's
Plus?
great about Friendster?
I still have a Google Plus, guys.
You know what? Hey, you know what sucks about having an Android phone? Google Plus annoys you all the time. It's like, oh, I just added somebody to your circles. Please pay attention to me. Shut up, Google Plus.
Yeah.
No one gives a
They
shit.
just wanted to be Facebook, and we're like, but we already have Facebook, and like, there's the douche button and the dislike button. Why would we go to Google Plus? You can be in a circle.
You can be in a circle.
And you can post YouTube videos.
Then I'll get fucking T-Mobile and have my Fab 5 on the circle.
That's right.
That's what I'll do.
That's right.
What time is it right now? How long have you been going?
About an hour.
It is
and
7
18
p.m.
minutes.
Holy
on
crap.
Monday nights.
Yeah.
We've been here for over.
And you were worried
24
about what are we
hours.
going to talk about?
I was really concerned about what we were going to talk about because like nothing really new happened. Like the Zoey 101 thing happened, which is pretty exciting.
Oh, he was raving
man.
about it
You know
all
what-
week.
I watched
did
it. I watched it like 3 in the morning. This was when I first saw it, and it was uploaded at like 10 p.m. on Dan Schneider's YouTube page.
Yeah.
And then I like watched it again. And I'm like, Dan, like look
This
at the
Dan.
video I just shared to the
This
Geekcast page,
Dan.
and then he watched it, and he came in my room and was like, I like we were just freaking out about it, and I told everybody I knew who I saw that day. I was like, "Did you guys see the new episode of Zoey 101? Like, this is a new episode of Zoey 101."
There was a
So
couple
you
of big
basically
gaming
showed
things that
the
happened.
Zoey 101 video like I showed the Seth picture. Guys, guys. That was like the first picture I deleted. I was just like, no, that is not staying on my phone. Because I said when you send it to somebody, obviously it goes in your camera roll.
Right.
So I don't need to be like down the line like a month from now. I'm looking through my camera like, oh my god, what is that?
It's so white. Why is it a baby on my phone?
Naked baby.
Why do you have naked babies on your phone?
No, it was with this picture.
This is
What do I look like, Jared from Subway?
Oh!
Too soon?
He's
Not soon enough.
He's so shameless about that. He's like, yeah, I did it, and I'm gonna go to jail for it. I understand.
Yeah.
And then you have Bill Cosby who's just like, oh, you see what happened was
it was like even the pudding.
You put the pudding inside of it.
We were having a good time.
Sometimes you just put the pudding inside of the Jello pops. And then you
Nobody
put it
in
the
this
Jello.
room sounds like Bill Cosby.
We should probably just quit while we're at
Stop
it.
it, guys. Just stop it.
It's getting really, really hot in here.
Wait, maybe.
Sorry, should I turn it down?
Maybe there was one
Probably.
day where he's like out with his like writer, and he's asked like, "Hey man, how you getting those girls?" He's like, "Roofies." He's like, "Hey, maybe your kid should be named Rudy," and you just go, "Rudy." And that's how that happens.
Accidentally once he goes, Roofy!
So now you're hearing the other guests of the podcast right now laughing.
And Greg wins because he got the third
Yes,
person in the room.
I think
Woohoo, laugh.
MVP of the weekend.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Best
Very
joke.
nice.
So what do you think? Should we wrap this up?
I think
I
we
know
should
we
wrap
could
it
talk
up.
for hours.
I think we should wrap it up.
All right.
True.
All right.
Michael, tell us about your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Quick plug.
Quick plug.
It's a porn site.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait.
On
That's the
YouTube?
other site. Oh, so that's
Red Band, you got to sign in and get
yeah.
ready.
Red Band.
Your porn.
I am 18.
PornTube,
You
whatever.
have to be 18. It's just my name, Michael Spielman. If you don't know how to spell it, it's S as in Sam, P as in Polly, IELMAN, and then Michael. If you don't know how to spell that, don't go to my YouTube page.
Vin Diesel.
You haven't gone through elementary school and your child.
There's a couple Michael Spielmans on YouTube. I'm the one that has the least amount of followers and subscribers. That's my page.
What's your profile picture, just in case?
Nothing,
Okay.
Okay.
because I'm a lazy son of a bitch. Who doesn't put anything up yet.
Because he's
Well,
a
we took
voice actor and you don't see
We took
them.
a couple of pictures today, and so maybe you can
Something
use
I-
one of those.
I might eventually get to do that. But anyway, on there it's just a bunch of reels of me doing voices that I like, and you can go on there.
I thought that this was the voice actor when you were
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the different
yeah.
stuff. I was going to ask
you can
Is
you
this
can
your
follow
voice?
me on Twitter at Mike Spielman VA. That's Victor Alpha. And,
Why the VA?
Voice actor.
Veteran Affairs.
Right on.
Virginia.
So many options.
Shit, what else?
Just pick one.
So great.
Vagina assistant. Yes.
Vagina.
Sorry, wife.
Wait, isn't that what a penis is? A penis is a vagina assistant.
There
It's a
you
vagina
go.
house.
Support it.
Vagina garage.
It's a plug. It's a plug.
But yeah, you can go in there. I do a bunch of
That's why
stuff.
plugs are male and female. I get it
Yes.
now.
Two prong. It's like
Oh, you have two prongs.
Yeah.
You should
Weird.
probably see a doctor
there
about
is
that.
there is a person a guy who has two working penises that like work individually.
Yeah.
So like he can be like, I'm finished on this one. Let's start this one. And
So-
the girl's like, I'm tired. I can't do anymore. He's like, I got this other one. now."
Again, hi, Greg's mom.
Oh my god, Mom! I am so.
Honestly, I think she gave up by
Sorry.
now.
This is anatomically correct, though, so it's not offensive.
This is
until I ask the question, can he get independent boners?
yeah.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. He could do both.
How does that even happen?
He has to pass out because all the blood flow's going down there.
That's too
Worth it.
Anyway, can we just talk about the YouTube channel, please?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
starving. It's
So
hot
on
in here.
there's just a bunch of stuff, bunch of reels that I've done. Like one video, a couple videos of my kids, no videos of me because I'm horrendously ugly, like Quasimodo from
That's all
Hunchback
we
in
don't
You've
do.
got a
Podcast.
face for radio, boy.
Yeah, like Greg said, that's why we do a podcast that's audio only.
Exactly.
So we all sound like sexy and stuff, and then we see you and you're like,
Hello.
oh.
Welcome to the podcast that is sexy. I'm your host,
Go.
Guy Fieri.
Your sexy music sucks. Go, Mike. Come on, Mike. Let's go.
Anyway, yeah, you just check me out there. If you like what you see, you can
Here,
follow me, whatever.
if you like what you hear.
Yeah,
'Cause you
here.
can't see
If you like
anything.
what you hear. Greg rushed me. I'm scared. If you like what he's gonna hit me. If you like what you hear, you can message me on the tweeters. Oh God, he's gonna do it. And if you want to do some work together, I am always open for work.
You're looking for work? Is that what you're saying? I'm an actor and I'm looking for work.
Open for business.
And Seth, do you have anything you want to plug?
Sure, I guess. I'm in a band called Young Poet. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
And is there any weird spelling to that, or?
No.
Okay. I don't know if you had any.
I was gonna spell it weird, and then I couldn't think of anything. So.
YYNG.
It's spelled
2
Northwest,
Ps.
but it's pronounced Young Poet.
Thank you guys for listening this week. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys check out our page on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Next week, which is really exciting, Dan and I will be attending the Baltimore Comic-Con.
Woohoo!
There we're hoping to interview some people.
Yes.
Just regular Comic-Con goers. If you guys are going and you want to check us out, be sure to go there. We'll be there and
Get our numbers.
Yeah, see us
Yeah,
meet
business
personally. We're moderately attractive guys. Like,
Hello,
one more
ladies.
than another. Sorry, Dan.
What are you sorry for? I'm the more attractive one. See how I turned that around?
Yeah, it was not clever. So
Pretty sure it was. I got to laugh
That's
at
called
it.
improv.
So next week's
Yeah,
episode,
it's back and forth.
you'll see our interviews with that. It's going to be our first ever video feed we're going to try to do. So that's really
So
exciting.
you're going to see our ugly mugs.
You're going to see our ugly mugs. We're going to be interviewing some people, checking out the scenes of the Comic-Con. So really excited about that. So definitely tune in to check that out.
So we're not going to do a podcast next week. It'll just
I think
be
it's
that
going to be the
video.
interview, yeah.
But and it's probably not going to be up in its normal time because normally we do Sunday and it's up Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it's probably going to be throughout the middle of the week, just
Yeah.
after editing and everything and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff that Dan's going to do and I'm not.
Pretty much I'm going to do all the work for that.
Yeah, pretty much. So again, thank you guys for listening.
Excuse
Tell
me,
your
that was
friends
gross.
and party on.
Party on. Say it.
That was so lame.
It is. Just
Party on.
Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne.